Hi guys, welcome again to the Jump In podcast slash show slash YouTube serial video content creation platform. My name's LoganSama. Of course, I'm joined as always by Kim 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What's going on?
That's me. I'm
and
back.
A wild ShadyK has appeared back from his mountaintop retreat. Frame data and insightful information about Street Fighter 5. He's back on the podcast. He's torn his NDAs up and throw them in the air, and he can actually talk about Street Fighter 5 now, honestly, and it's all good, apart from the DLC characters.
Honestly,
wow.
Because you weren't honest before. We sensed it.
Just a fucking liar. It's a corporate shill.
Exactly.
Corporate shady.
Before we start, please, can you make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, because it helps. We want to get our own proper channel. Like, we want to have / the Jump In podcast. We need 500 subscribers for that. We're not far off.
We have like 410 right now, so not so bad.
Click it. It's you don't have to pay. It's not like Twitch. You don't have to pay us anything every month. Just click that shit and subscribe. And like when Kim puts the new videos up, then you'll just get a notification, and it's really useful. If you can do that, it would be great.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Street Fighter 5's out now. It's out.
Oh yeah, I noticed.
I haven't gone to the gym in like 5 days because it came out.
Okay.
Yeah. But training mode. Most of the time, training mode.
I can see in your traps. Not like it's the.
Oh, you're saying.
Yeah. Shady in as swole as always.
yeah.
Like hiding. Shady's like hiding in the corner right now.
Have you actually playing Street Fighter 5, Shady, at all?
Yeah. I played a couple times this week with a couple of friends of mine.
Suppose you've been
Nothing
playing.
crazy though. A little bit online. How about you guys?
I've been playing all online because there's no arcades in Japan. Yeah, community, baby.
we're all back to like a level playing field now. There's no Japanese Asian bias towards arcade.
I can't even tell if you're serious.
Yeah, I know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We've all got to struggle with the SF5 service to level up. No one gets a arcade band.
Dude, if there's a scene that actually has an advantage, it would be the scenes that are used to like inviting people over and having their houses be big enough to do this. So, if you guys lose, talking to you Europeans, if you guys lose at Evo,
houses.
Huh?
Where have you been in Europe that has big houses? I live in London. Like the rent's worse than New York.
Oh, but don't you guys play at each other's houses most of the time?
Now and then, sometimes. We've got a weekly, I guess. Like we haven't got like a weekly with like 3,000 Nvidia sponsored PCs that can accommodate 300 people.
Dude, there was 2 random celebrities at Wednesday Night Fights the other day. Well, they're just.
I heard Rampage Jackson was it.
I don't know if he was ending Street Fighter though, but he was. There was a picture of him just like at some PC, so I don't know what he was playing.
Okay, he might have been
so random.
He might have been going for platinum on League. Who knows? But yeah, it's cool. Like on Wednesday, we had like every tournament. So we had our own one in London, Bracket Reset, which is every Wednesday now. It's moved, and then Next Level Battle Circuit, which I think Alucard went to, right, and won that.
Did he win? Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah. And then Wednesday Night Fight. So it was like Wednesday night was your day if you wanted to just crack session stream monster Street Fighter 5. That was your day, and I think that's going to be continuing to be your day. You're going to get like 12 hours of Street Fighter 5 competitive play every week, which is pretty fucking awesome.
All during my work hours too. Sweet.
Yeah. So you can sort of sneak it on your phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game's out now. A bit of drama on the launch. Didn't go smoothly. What was it like for you guys out there in Asia with the servers and that sort of stuff? Because I watch pretty much the only Asian player I've had the chance. It's not like by choice. Had the chance to stream has been Momochi, and all his connections seem perfect. He never gets kicked off. It doesn't lag ever. And I'm just watching with jealousy. Like, what's it been like for you, Kim, playing it online?
No, I mean everything I've seen online is pretty much the same for me. Like I've had a lot of really bad connections. One of the main things is that like when you put the connection to 4 or 5 only, or whatever, you'll still get like bad connections. So I still have to put it from like automatic to, or whatever it's called. Like you get to choose if you actually accept the match or not. Yeah, like I set it specifically to 4 and 5, but I still get like 1 bar or 2 bars or something. I don't know if that is a glitch or something.
Well, when the thing pops up and says, "Do you want to accept the
fight request or whatever?"
Yeah, whatever it's the opportunity to play.
So
I've seen that as well.
Yeah, I'm just assuming they're just figuring that out, you know.
And I've had a few games play where it's like, you know, obviously the result couldn't be reported to the server, and I've got no points for it and stuff, and I've lost and I've not lost any points for it, which is great. So yeah, I think they're still tweaking it, and obviously you can follow. Was it SF5 server? Is that the Twitch account? Sorry, Twitter account.
Yes, yes. SF5 server. It's
So
run by
update
Hans, I guess. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They update you with, you know, apologies when it doesn't work and stuff. So yeah, you know, I appreciate them trying to do that at least. Anyway, you know, it's good. The communication's been good, even if the server situation has been a bit glitchy on launch, but the communication's been really good, and they seem to be trying. So
well, I'm playing people from like around the world, so I mean, you know, like we were never able to do that, so that's a positive point for sure.
Cool. And obviously they got the rollback netcode as well, which is slightly different to what we used to play in Street Fighter 4.
Later on, we're going to be talking about the CPT, Capcom Pro Tour, new format and everything. And I just don't know how this this online network that they're using is going to work with this tournament. I mean, because
there's legit online qualifiers for the regionals. So,
and they're important ones too. They're not just you know, So I mean, there's. I would say like 30% of the time, it's a pretty high number. I have an issue while I'm playing online.
Yeah, that's actually concerning.
It's pretty high, yeah.
Actual legit online tournaments?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, imagine, I mean, I don't want to put any ideas in people's heads, but you can do some scummy stuff, you know, based on your connection.
I've seen some stuff already with like alt tabbing on
right, yeah,
on the PC one to flip the rollback to whoever like.
It actually works. At least in my situation, it works.
What are you playing? Are you playing on PC, Kim?
I'm on PC, yeah.
Okay. What are you playing on, Shady?
PC.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard that it looks. I mean, I heard that some stages lag on the PS4. I have no idea. I never played it. But on PC, I'm pretty fine. There's a couple of moments like, you know, when the super's coming out, like a frame will drop or something just randomly, but it hasn't really affected.
That doesn't really affect the gameplay either. As like if it's in an animation like that, then it's not like you're gonna drop something or inputs are gonna get eaten and stuff. But I've definitely noticed lag now and then playing on console on specific stages. The Russian stage with the bear and stuff, that sticks out in my mind straight away. I remember that lagging.
It's all about factory looking stages, just like in Ultra, that stage as well.
Yeah, so interesting anyway. Day one tier lists.
What's up?
Sorry, I just want to ask him this. Is this true? In Street Fighter 4, you know that underpass stage? Is that actually bigger than other stages?
Under the bridge, right? No, it's totally the same as other stages, yeah. That was just like a funny rumor. It's the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry,
That's why Margot always picks it.
No, yeah, that was the rumor, right?
Yeah, I think that's really weird how like players do that kind of thing. Like, I'm gonna pick this one color forever. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one stage forever. Why? I mean, like, does that reflect you in your real life as well, or something, you know?
I saw obviously Smug on Excellent Adventures going through his like Dudley alt color that matches the sky on the Russian snowy rail yard.
Cheater.
So like, yeah, exactly, like blends in, or like picking a red color costume. And then going on Volcanic Rim. Reinhardt always picks driving at night, which like gives me epileptic seizures. I think it's like so you can't react to his tiger shots properly because there's so many
driving at night. What stage is that?
What is that?
Ken and Rufus's stage. You know the one that a drive in. The drive in.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Fucking
all the
tactics,
parts
son.
of cars, like tons of lights and neon lights and headlights, and it's just you get blinded by it. Everything's just really off-putting. So I don't know if that's why he picks it, but it definitely that's the effect it has when I play him. Anyway.
That dark jungle stage, that what was it? Blanca has this really dark ass color. I don't know. It's like green and blue technically, or something like that, and it blends so well with that stage. Like
yeah.
Nishkin always does that. It sucks.
Dirty tactics.
It's fucking real shit, man.
No, I know.
Fast. So let's talk about Street Fighter 5 now. Kim, I'm assuming that you've been using Bison mostly. How have you found him?
Bison is... He's not the best, as everyone loves to jump to. But there is one thing that I really love, is that when he hits you, it hurts. And he doesn't have to have charge. There's a couple of flaws in his design, though, but for sure, if he can get that hit, it's like not any other Bison ever. So I'm liking him so far, despite his lack of mobility.
Is that the thing that makes it difficult to get the hit from him, you think, the mobility?
Yeah, so, I mean, basically now, if you were to picture like where he's going to go on the screen, it's like his walk speed is literally just like this. So you don't even have to worry about like any kind of footsies. So the one thing that I have that it's kind of not just Bison exclusive is that this game is all about like preemptively doing stuff. So with Bison, like since I can't really like play footsies and my moves are not even that long anyway, like I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go here, and my opponent knows that. You know, like okay, like yes, it's fast, but technically frame data wise, his dash is like one of the longest. It's like 22 frames, with the average being 17. I mean, I'm pretty sure
Ken's is like 15 frames, right?
Yeah. So I mean that's totally like on purpose, the way they made that out. So I mean, Bison hits hard, but now you pretty much know where he's going to be most of the time.
And you can stick out moves for him to dash into. I've definitely done that a few times, like reacted to the dash, and he's dashed into a standing jab
like,
or something.
Third Strike Makoto, Street Fighter 4 Makoto, it's same tactic. Yeah. I mean, his main issue, I mean, let's not talk too much about Bison, but his main issue is that starting offense in Street Fighter 4 and in Street Fighter 5, the same problem exists. Starting that offense it's not there. I mean, there's a lot of things that make you think that getting in is really easy, but like I just explained, the dash property, EX Fireball disappearing before it even gets to you. I mean, there's a lot of things that like, you have to use a lot of meter in this game, which is like really hard to get used to. But with Bison, I kind of feel that's like a part of his like design, like psycho power and using meter, because that's psychotic or something, right? Like, yeah. I mean, that's psycho power. Right? Look at that shit. Okay, anyway. So EX is a kick, and now you're in their face, and it's +1 most of the time. In V-trigger mode, crazy ass EX head stop, now you're in their face, +1. But you have to use meter to get there. And how are you going to get meter in the beginning? That's a huge problem. Yeah. But I'm not saying that I'm not having fun. I am having fun. It's pretty cool being able to scare a bunch of people that have no idea what's going on.
Who you enjoying the most at the moment, Shady? Obviously, you've had hands-on for a long time with pretty much everybody. Who you enjoying?
Fucking shit.
This like all I've been playing is Rashid. I really like his design. Yeah, he's super fun. He's like the most Marvel character in Street Fighter game. He's so dirty.
That hopping overhead. I'm guessing it's a stand roundhouse.
Yeah.
It's overhead, right?
No, it's not an overhead.
A drop kick. That's not an overhead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've been told
he does
wrong.
like it's -2 and it crush counters. But the good thing is it low crushes. It actually doesn't have lower
Hurt box
vulnerability. Yeah. I think it's really good. But
it goes pretty far too.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Like everything that's -2 for him is actually good for him.
Yeah.
He just does EX spinning mixes.
And then EXDB, motherfucker!
I was watching Momochi play yesterday, and he did that twice in one round, and actually shouted "Yoro" after he did it as well. Like, so he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah,
like they all do it. They all do it.
It's so good. Like it looks dumb. Dude, it's like Yun, EX rush punch into up kicks.
No, it's FADC without FADC, dude.
Yeah.
FADC uppercut. Ooh, shit.
Yeah. I love that character.
So just Rashid?
And some Nash. I like Nash. He's pretty good.
Nash seems really solid. Rashid, I think, seems kind of like 2 weeks worth of gimmicks, and I don't know how he'll deal when you have
looks
to
like a
play
lot of
solid
work.
with him. His footsies don't look that great, or am I mistaken?
No, they're
It's got
pretty
like
good.
slow double hitting moves that you can V reversal. I don't know, like his crouching medium kick's got like nowhere near the hitbox that he looks like it has as well. Like it hits,
yeah. But that's
it
every
hits like
character.
halfway up his calf.
Yeah, that's every crouching medium kick though. Come on.
Yeah, so it's kind of deceptive.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do much. I don't know. Like he seems that I feel like when Rashid has to play honest instead of just doing like crazy stuff, like doing full screen overheads through his V trigger and that off the wall cross up dive kick thing, and when he can't just do that and people know what's going on, I don't know. He might find it difficult.
Yeah, he might fall off a little bit.
Dude, like earlier today, Rashid just threw out like his V trigger right in front of my face. Yeah. You could just throw him, just like Dalzim's Ultra too.
Oh yeah, the startup's mad slow on that.
Yeah, it's not instant.
Just throw it at full.
So yeah, it's not great. And does it disappear as soon as he gets hit, or after he gets hit, or something like that?
As soon as the opponent gets hit.
If you interrupt them, it doesn't come out. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what you mean.
I've definitely thrown him whilst it was out and didn't get hurt at all, and then like it disappeared where it usually stays on the screen for ages.
No, it doesn't even come out. I mean, that's what I remember. Like I didn't have to deal with it or anything.
Yeah, if you interrupt him, it doesn't come out. But once it comes out, and then you.
It might be because I was in the corner. Because he just did that. He did the V trigger from like third of a screen away and tried to do the overhead, which I saw coming from a mile off because they all do the overhead after the V trigger, and that's that's minus on block. I don't know if is it -4.
Yeah, it's -4.
Yeah. So I just back threw him back into the corner, even though it's not guaranteed. And the tornado thing just disappeared, and I don't know if it's because it was in the corner and then that was it. It just went or not, but
yeah, it might have just went like behind you.
Probably. But yeah, it's kind of tricky, and he's got like loads of cool gimmicky stuff, and he does look fun because the hitboxes on some of his jump normals are kind of freaky as well. He's got some cross up, land in front and stuff, and all that good fun stuff that we like.
I think like with some characters in this game, I kind of feel that like the creative process is going to be done rather soon. But with Rashid, I kind of see a lot of room to build on, like in a couple of months. Yeah, so that part is definitely good. It's very unique compared to some other characters, I would say.
I really like the character balance though, because there's no one that I feel at the moment you're ever going to sit down and go, well, this character's just trash. There's no point in me playing this character. I really like the character balance.
No, yeah, that's true.
That is, yeah, that's true. Like I'm totally unaware of what the matches are right now. Like I have no idea who I am supposed to like beat. I'm just doing a bunch of gimmicks. So
I don't think anyone does. There's probably like one or two. Like I could probably guess. I think Rashid beats Zangief really badly, and Nash probably beats Ryu really badly. But other than that, I can tell you.
Like I kind of want to, cause like in my mind, but I haven't really thought about it. But Fang beats Zangief? Yes? No? I really don't know.
You would think so, right?
Yeah, but I have no idea. Yeah, the Zangief hits so hard. Like I'm sorry, he's a bit dumb. He's a bit dumb.
Stupid. I am angry. How good Zangief is in this game. So that's just me. I just have an irrational hatred of grappler characters.
Yeah. You and me, dude.
Same here, man. I hate it. He's got tools as well. It's not like oh well, I can just keep throwing out zoning tools and he's got to take that. Like he can just walk through that and just parry. Even if you're just doing 2-hit stuff, he can parry and then the second hit again as well. And like you can't keep him out indefinitely. And then he gets to that range where he's got that fierce, and you're like, don't really want to press a button and get crush countered.
If you had something invincible, you would, but there is nothing. So deal with it.
You know, his parry is better than Ryu's parry. It's instant.
Yeah, it's
there's no startup. It's stupid.
Yeah, Ryu's is 3-frame startup, huh?
Yeah, it's
sick.
Yeah, it doesn't even make it. I don't know, man. Come on.
Wait, so Meaties beat Wake Up Parry.
For Ryu.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
He gets counter hit.
Can Zangief do Wake Up Parry?
Yeah, it's instant.
Okay, cool.
I don't know too much about Zangief, but if he does a Wake Up Parry, does he cancel it? Can he cancel it, or what happens from that point?
Depends which button you press.
Yeah. I mean, I think
it's got recovery on it, right? So,
yeah, it has some recovery on it. So it's not like you can't just wake up for free and do it.
You can just meaty jab him, and then I'm presuming you can throw him or something.
Yeah, exactly.
And his SPD's 5 frames as well, which is a big deal. Like,
right.
They can't just brainlessly mash SPD in your strings anymore, and like you're gonna go for a ride. 5 frames makes a big difference. So you can actually pressure Zangief.
Yeah, because he has no wake up. Like actually,
he has no wake up. Yeah, you can actually attack him.
Yeah. EX SPD isn't like invincible or anything like that.
Throw invincible.
Yeah.
He's got wake up
worst, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and press a button and they just wake up with EX. And
it's like no, that's the worst feeling. You knock this guy down and you get next to him, and the mix-up, you're getting mixed up for attacking him.
Well, that's the thing. I used to play Dudley in SF4, so like I'm knocking Zangief down, and my whole character archetype is I'll get a knockdown and I'm gonna mix you up.
Well, I'm just gonna jump back real quick,
and it's like I'm gonna walk back. Stay the hell away from me, and play really dry and boring. But yeah, it's really interesting. I really like what they've done with Zangief. He's got a ton of tools. Let's talk a little bit about some of the top players and what they're saying about their tier lists, if you don't mind. Like, I'd like to humour some of them. Speaking of Zangief as well.
Do you know anyone that
Snake
has
Eyes
vocal
just won Wednesday Night Fights. Okay, tremendously talented player with Zangief, and he said Zangief is the worst character in the game. What do you think about it?
Please, son.
That sounds like every player. Like, oh, my character's the worst character in the game. You know,
but let's play him.
Yeah. It's the option select, the real life option select. If I win, I'm a fucking badass, you know. But if I lose, the character sucks. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, so Snake Eyes says his character is the worst or really bad. I'm sorry.
The worst character, the lowest character in SF5. It was a tweet, so I can't see where his tongue was in his mouth at the time. It might have been firmly planted in the side of his mouth when he said it. But yeah, he might have been very sarcastic. I don't know, but I definitely saw him say that 100%.
Well, I mean, realistically, how's he supposed to even know at this point? So, you know, it's just his opinion, but he don't know, man.
Right now, everyone's having fun with the game, and to be honest with you, the feedback that I'm getting from players in my area, they love it. They're having so much fun playing, especially the top players. The top players are having a world of a time. The Street Fighter 4 players, like the guys that have come through that are in their early 20s, that are in our community, they're having so much fun with the game.
It's their time.
But it was their time in 4 as well. They were doing really well in 4, but they're having a great time with 5 as well. So that myth of Street Fighter 4 players, they're going to be exposed now as focus abusing, DP mashing, vortex scrubs, kind of didn't really play out.
Yeah, I think Street Fighter 4 players are just they're just good. So it might just be that.
That's why I like it.
That doesn't even make any sense.
That was all over the place. That was a big sentiment.
Losers, people that don't win tournaments.
Yeah, so I just think if you're good at Street Fighter, you can be good at Street Fighter 5. There's all the tools there for so many different play styles, and it's pretty cool. It's really cool.
Wait, sorry. Before we go on to the next topic, I'm kind of curious. Who are the top players using in Europe?
So Alioun's using like half the cast.
A girl character? A weird girl character?
Nakali. He was using Nakali a lot.
Oh, that's the opposite of what I said. Cool.
And then he was using Chon a bit. I saw him using Chon. And then I saw him testing out Fang quite a lot as well. But he's just going in with the whole cast, I think, at the moment, and putting work in with a lot of them. I'm really interested to see who he turns up with at Red Bull Kumite.
Is he invited?
Yes, he is one of the invited players to Red Bull Kumite. One of the other players invited is Luffy. At the moment, he's using Ryu. And
okay.
Nash, I think. Nash? I think so. Nash, yeah, I think Nash is who he's mainly using.
Based off his play style, like he wants to be at that distance, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, Ryan Hart recently won the first weekly that we have here in London with like 60 plus players. He was using Ken the whole time, and he also set a Guinness World Record using Ken. I think he got like a 300 win streak at a game store against like anyone that wanted to play him. He beat 300 plus people in a row.
Relevant.
Over 11 hours, which was pretty incredible. He wasn't allowed to leave or eat or use the bathroom or anything. So, congratulations to you, Ryan, for doing that. Sure, more than anything else, but well done. Who else? We got a few Korean players, actually.
Karen's good.
Yeah.
She's like stupid good, too.
It's who are both really good young players. At the moment, Problem X is using Bison, but he's also using Geef. Who else? We've got a couple of Nakali players, but we haven't got any Dalsims, which I'm kind of worried about because Dalsim looks like a character that you need matchup experience with. So we're trying to encourage, and Birdie. We haven't got any Birdies either, which is kind of worrying because he's still pretty strong. So, yeah, if you want to come Europe and win, master Dalsim and Birdie, please, and then play us loads in money matches before the tournament so we can learn the matchup.
Luffy style.
What are guys use? Sorry, Shady, go on.
Did you guys see Ryan play Dalsim?
Ryan F-Champ?
He's been streaming for like 15 hours straight today.
Wow, he has an incredible work ethic when it comes to practicing.
He's doing some incredible. I saw a little GIF put up of him versus Forward online with like an incredible reaction DP into critical art from Forward to win it. But yeah, F-Champ did really well at Wednesday Night Fights as well. I think he came third.
Yes, third. He lost
to Chris T.
Yeah, in losers.
With Dalsim and Arturo Sanchez is doing some pretty cool stuff with Dalsim as well.
Yeah, it's funny because those two were like supposed to win their respective tournaments, and they got third. They both got third.
Yeah, Dalsim looks pretty cool. He's got like a rush down kind of style, lots of pressure, really tricky as well. Like he looks really setup based as well. If you don't know what he's doing, then you're going to get blown up, I think. What do you guys think of Sim?
It's cheap. I think
he looks really fun to play. Like he actually looks fun,
I think anyone that has ever played Dalsim in any other past Street Fighters, they can kind of have like a head start because I think he fits how they're used to be playing, and then now they can also have these additional tools which are quite easy to understand. And when you play Dalsim, you're all about zoning. So he has his V skill or whatever it is that he like goes up in the sky and stuff. It's all like really easy to understand how to use. So for them, they're fucking loving it, I'm sure.
What are the top Japanese players using at the moment that you can see, Shady? Oh, sorry, Kim.
Dashio is using Ryu, Laura, and he was on a 70 win streak online with Nakali.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think Nakali's really good. He's got such
Nakali's Seth, man. He's a Seth of the game.
He's got such a full moveset as well. Anyone with a good DP as an anti-air.
Command grab's
good
the thing.
Conversion from footsies she's got as well. Plus the threat of a command grab. That's like a full house for me. Really, really good.
And the other people that I've seen play, it's all just my interaction online with them. So I don't really know about that. I don't really know if it's serious or anything yet, or if I'm sure everyone hasn't really decided. It's kind of hard right now, especially if like Ryan can't pick Sagat, right? He has to pick we know what he's gonna play, but for example, like Gachikun is using Rashid, and why would you ever come to that conclusion? Because so it's quite odd to say if they're really gonna stick with the character. There's one really good Elena. He's like maybe the number one Elena in Ultra. He's using Bison. So he had like fast walk speed with Elena, and now he went to slow. So I don't really know what the correlation is either, you know.
Slowest of walk speeds.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
You mentioned.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go on. Score. I was going to move on to the next
No,
topic, but
I was just gonna say I was surprised them like no one plays Chun. She's clearly the best character in the game, right?
I would say she's at least top 3. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
she's so good on the ground.
She's good everywhere.
Why she got like why can she do? Yeah, the instant legs, right?
Yeah,
instant legs is nonsense.
Can you stick out on normal on reaction to it? Because if you can do that, then that'd be a way to.
Yeah, you can beat it with a standing light punch, but like right now, seeing that is kind of hard.
Yeah,
and she can convert from a mile away as well, which is really annoying because no one else can really do. They don't want you confirming into combos from like further away than there. She's just like she can confirm.
Don't do that.
From way away. So that's really good as well. And she's so difficult to punish on the ground if she whiffs buttons as well. Like for a lot of characters. So.
Her crushing forward.
EX legs is safe. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Safe or normal or what? Or sorry.
It's -2.
Yeah, -2.
That's a good shit in this game. -2. Rise up.
That's the good stuff. That's
-2 is the new hotness right now.
-2 is a new +2.
Not many characters got 3-frame normals anyway. Like seems like 4 seems to be the standard like for most jabs for a lot of characters.
I haven't done the math, but I can think of a couple that are 3. Ken has
Ken's got no 3-frame normals. He's got a 3-frame DP and a 3-frame light tatsu, but both his jabs are 4 frames.
Oh yeah.
Laura's got a 3-frame standing jab, but I don't know if she gets much off that anyway.
It's Laura. It's Laura, my friend.
Laura.
Or in Japan, Rara.
Rara.
Yeah.
Oh, that's racist.
Yeah. It's also true. That's what it is in the guide, dude. Rara.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's definitely like a different way of playing, and that's always fun. You know, learning a different way of playing, which is a different way of playing effectively the same game because it's still Street Fighter. You know, it feels very much like Street Fighter, but it's just like the details are kind of different, and that's just a fun challenge, I think.
It's quite easy to tell that they have indeed put a lot of time into the design of the game, which is all that we can really ask for. That's really great. But as we've mentioned before in past podcasts, the creative process is lacking, in my opinion. Like, I feel that their game is good. I'm enjoying playing their game, but do it the Capcom way is what I think every time I play the game. If you find something cheap, it's going to get taken away. Don't talk about it. They coming, son.
Capcops are coming.
They're coming. Did you do something better than a 50-50 mix-up? Or no, or whatever? Did you find something that covers punch and kick, flip, wake-up thingies? We're taking it away. -1, bitch! Or -3. No more -2s.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's true. You can see that Washika's gone through the game with a fine-tooth comb and made sure that the frames are exactly how they should be. I mean, even down to like weird things like counter hit frames. Like I've been using Ken, and his standing fierce is the button that everyone uses, and they cancel it into the run for the combo into whatever.
Right.
And it's a heavy normal, right? So you think counter hit's going to be like what, like +3 probably extra. If you counter hit with that button, you only get +1 frame advantage, and they've done that on purpose because it means that you can only go into a back medium punch or a stand light punch or whatever, and you can't go into anything more than that. You're not getting a bigger combo than they want you to get off that.
Sure.
You know,
Exactly.
So they've done that on purpose. Kind of the same way that Dudley didn't used to get bonus frames for counter hit overhead. There were 0 frames bonus for getting a counter hit on overhead.
I like that a lot of combos do the same damage. Different combos do the same damage.
In what sense?
They like do the exact same damage. Like I was fucking around with Ken like in training mode while waiting for a match, and I was doing like strong and then the target combo into like EX Hurricane or into like other enders, and I was like, huh,
Yeah.
what? Or I mean, sorry,
289 again and 289
three
again.
three yeah 399 or 299. I forgot what one of those, but they all ended with super.
39.
Yeah.
Oh, with super. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool. They definitely want you to do this combo. This is the combo you get. You know, you can't deviate from this combo. This is the one that we've allowed you to have by working out all the frames, that how it all works, and what you can link into what else, and what you can cancel, and it's even the pushback as well. You know, like this might be +5, but you're not getting that 5 frame normal out on this because it's too far away to reach. You know, they've definitely gone through it pixel by pixel, frame by frame, to make sure that you're only doing what they want you to do, pretty much.
Yeah.
But are you having fun with the game? I mean, that's
yes. As I said, I'll go back to what I said at the start. Myself, everyone over here in the UK, we're having tons of fun with the game. It's incredibly fun to play. Our tournament bracket reset was loads of fun. You know, quite hype as well. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. I don't know whether layman's will enjoy watching the game. You know, like,
that's true. Yeah.
I'm not sure whether people that don't understand how to play the game to a higher level will understand why something's sick when they watch it happening live. You know, when someone else does a read and they go, "Oh, well, he just did it and it worked." It's like you're not really appreciating it. There's not sort of the same sort of flashy stuff that there was in 4, maybe, that people can get hyped for. But that's my only, and that's only a very small concern. But it's mad fun to play.
Do the characters look smaller than characters in other past Street Fighter games, or is that just me? It feels like the characters in the background are almost the same size as the characters that are fighting.
I definitely think the characters in the background are big.
Yeah.
Alex looks huge in the chaotic city, whatever it is, City in Chaos. Standing by that taxi cab, he looks massive.
I don't know if that affects how, like, you know, just the common viewer might view the game or something, but to me, it feels that it feels like a King of Fighters game. Like, characters in King of Fighters are kind of small, and I feel Street Fighter 5 is the same thing. Good or bad, I don't know.
So do you want to talk a little bit about a character that we've not really had a lot of time with? He definitely wasn't in any of the betas, and he's brand new. Fang. He's kind of a mystery, a little bit. It's definitely got some interesting mechanics that we've not really seen before in Street Fighter games. What are your impressions of him, Shady? Because obviously you've gone in a bit more of him than most people would have done before the release, putting together the Prima Guide.
I actually didn't write him, but I did play against Fang Main at Capcom. He's a really annoying character to play against. I don't know if you guys have played any matches against him, but his normals are they're really obnoxious, right? And he looks obnoxious, so it really fits his style well. Like, getting poisoned, like, the anti-air is super good. You can't really
punish it, right?
No, it's really hard to punish. Yeah. So your approach is kind of just like really ground based. So, but that's where he likes to play too, like the mid. So
it's kind of hard to figure out like what is his like optimal play style, because like obviously like he'll poison you and, you know, come to me, you know, like he wants that, but it looks like his offense is pretty good too. Other than his floaty jump, I mean, I guess that's kind of a bad thing, I suppose. But it looks like his pressure is, like, his stand roundhouse is like super plus, and that 3 punches and then that weird like kick that he does after it, that's like really good as well. So it looks like he can also fight and throw down the EX floor mat or whatever it's called. Do a safe mix-up.
The traps, he's got like some bullshit setups as well, like with the smoke poison trap things and the and dash, some nonsense setups, which you can't see, you definitely can't react to. So I don't know, like, he's really good. He's really good. He's definitely really annoying. The only place he doesn't really want to fight is right up close when you've got frame advantage on him, because his options aren't that great. But then his V reverse was pretty good as well. Especially if he's in the corner. If he's in the corner and you pressure him and he V reversals out, it's like, oh, really frustrating.
Other than throwing it, like what other counter could there be? Like, is there a recovery to it? Because his thing is not an attack, right? So I wonder how that works.
Let me check. I'm actually curious. I know Vegas has 1 frame of recovery, so if you do a meaty, you can mess him up.
What is his V reversal again? I don't really know.
He sort of like spins around. Oh, Vega or Feng?
Vega. Well, Feng is just a dodge, basically, right?
Yeah. Vega's got the flip.
Yeah, it's backflip. Let's see.
Oh, so it's not an attack either then.
Okay, so Feng is 4 frames tail end. You can actually punish him.
How many frames is it to turn around? I don't know.
That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
I think you turn around instantly, but I mean, you still have to put an attack out.
There's a video that Desk put out. It's like this Bison combo video, and he baited the V reversal by canceling to super, because his super like hits behind him, right?
Right.
And he was able to punish Feng. So I mean, the -4 thing makes sense, but that's like a super like unique situation. So
yeah, it's very specific.
Yeah. So yeah, frames 1 to 31, a strike and projectile invincible, but it's 35 frames total. So yeah, 4 frames to try and get him. Maybe I can EXDP him. We'll see.
It's not like the game's out or anything. Like, we can't just test it right now.
Yeah, well, I can't take my PS4 and do it right now, but I will definitely do it after the podcast is done, 100%.
Yeah, what do you guys think about V-reversal? Underused?
Yeah, I don't think people are used to using it yet. I think it's good though. I think it's great. V-reversal and the 3 different wake-up timings mean that this game, it gets rid of like that whole vortex thing, which is great, like vortex into the same thing again and again and again, because you can never guarantee that you're going into the same thing and cover all the options, which I like. And it also means that generally, if you've got some V gauge, that you can get out of a lot of stuff. So I like that. I like it. So it's more, the more tools, the better. It's a good thing. I don't think Ken's V reversal was particularly amazing, but it's like he's got a DP, so I can't really complain.
It always looks like you could combo after it too, his V reversal. Unless you can, and I'm like just not knowledgeable about it.
Not that I'm aware of, to be honest with you. Well, I've got this wonderful Prima Guide app on my phone, and I can definitely check things out on here.
Tell me more about it.
Sweet.
Well, I downloaded it for the price of, I think it was under £3, £3 English. So it's probably cheaper than $5 on your iOS or Google Play Store.
In the Japanese store, it's 360 yen.
Yeah?
Oh, is it there?
Apparently, but the maker is like some like German name or something like that. So,
yeah,
but the description
under a different publisher.
Okay.
I don't know.
But the description says it's the official guide.
That's the same as mine. It doesn't say Prima on mine. It says something else. Ken's V reversal has 10 frames of startup. He's +2 on hit.
There you go.
I assume that most V reversals on block are -2. Am I wrong?
Ken's is 0 on block, funny enough.
No, yeah. Okay, so this is how it works. If it knocks down, if it's a knockdown one, it's -2 on block.
Okay.
And if it's not a knockdown, it's usually neutral. So you can kind of use that as a guideline.
So really the only way to punish it is to like bait it with a fast recovering move and then like hit something. Use an invincible something or other. Okay.
We're gonna use up like way too much time on this, but I'll like put the link in the YouTube description or something. But a Bison player, friend of Phenom's, I'm guessing he's from Norway, but he found out some option select V reversal plus EX head stomp tech. So basically, when you're blocking, go from down back to up forward and press all 6 buttons, and you'll get a V reversal. And his like, I think EX head stomp frames 1 to 4 are like strike and projectile invincible. At least according to the guide. Hopefully I'm right about this. But it's not throw invincible, right? So then, since you're mashing all 6 buttons, you also get like a tech as well. And there's like in the description on his video, it shows that there's the one weakness is something like delayed throw. Yeah.
Delayed throw normally beats those things.
But super delayed throw doesn't beat it, but delayed throw does, or something like that.
Can we talk a little bit about some of the cool system mechanic things that we've seen appearing in videos already? And I don't know if Shady will know all of them, but I've seen you commenting on a few on Twitter because you've been actually active, Shady, on Twitter, which is nice. So the first one I want to pick up is the change to the input for super motions.
All right.
Kim's been doing some research on this.
Yeah, you can it's a Mortal Kombat motion. Like, you can skip the angle, down forward, down forward. You can actually do it on accident often. I don't know if you guys noticed that, or if you're used to Street Fighter 4 motion, where you could do down forward, crouching, just wiggle, and then finish it with the fireball. You can't do that anymore. So that's kind of...
Yeah, you can't just wiggle crouching and then go up to forward and press the button. No, you have to hit forward, which makes it a big deal, right? If you want to use it as like an anti-air for certain characters. Yeah. I know Kim Bison definitely uses his super as an anti-air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his super is useful even against cross-ups. Cross-ups is like it's the jump happy move in this game. Just do it. It's like it's gambling for free. Even though gambling for free is not good. Even though it's not good. Yeah, so it's like because it hits behind you, right? So like obviously you want the super to come out. It does really good damage. But the issue is since it's down forward. I mean, the first rep of the motion you have to go to forward. You have to stand up, right? So like I just realized this thing like recently, but like I'm a really like I like doing last minute reaction stuff because like I need to process what's going on and whatever. But anyone else also, like for example, if you're jumping in, like let's say it's a really good jump in, like I can't think of anything in this game at this moment, but let's say like a really fast dive kick or like Vega's jump fierce in Street Fighter 4. Like you need like reacting to it's really hard. You have to like preemptively do stuff, right? But you can still do it. You can still do it. Is my point. But in Street Fighter 5, if these moves are coming at you, you have to stand up into it. So it's just like instead of doing stuff on reaction, which a lot of players are all about, like they have to like always plan out what's happening, which is like kind of I think it's going to be a big problem for these type of players. And it's definitely for me because Bison, I feel like he's kind of tall, and then when people jump at me, I have to do this with the same like that instead of just like doing dun dun. Like I can't just go really fast because I might walk into their jumping attack.
Yeah,
I think it's a big deal. A lot of people
counter hit even worse because you don't do the motion and you just press a normal. Yeah,
I'm surprised that no one's really talking about this. It's something that's like different from other past Street Fighter games. Yeah.
And again, it's definitely something by intelligent design. They don't want you doing that. But you can still DP from crouch.
Because like execution stuff's easy in this game, right? Except for supers. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Is it the same? Is it the same for DP, Shady? Like, do you have to do the forward, or can you do down forward, down
forward?
Yeah,
you could. Yeah, but there's still the old shortcut. You could just go down. Okay. You can wiggle.
So you can still DP from crouching, but they don't want you doing that super from crouching. Okay.
Yeah, I really don't understand. Because usually when you see something like that, like a change, you can see where they're coming from. You can see what they're planning with that. I don't really see what the point is of changing the super motion to that. It's really weird.
Something else I saw people talking about, or Javits was talking about this a bit earlier, the cancel frames on normals into specials. Now, Shady, you were saying some interesting stuff about this. Do you want to talk to us about it? Because we used to just, the first frame that it's active of a normal, that's when it cancels.
So
that's
basically,
what we used to do.
Yeah, so basically, after, so if you do like normal into special, in older games, it would just cancel the first frame on impact, right? In this game, you have to wait until the active frames are over, and then it'll automatically cancel for you. If that makes sense. The best way to see it is to do, Corinne's down fierce into her special or whatever. She'll do this. You know how she has an extension showed down fierce. You'll see this animation like finish, and then she'll cancel. So that's the best way to see what's going on.
Okay.
So that's what's happening in the game. It's not something like you really notice easily, but it does have some implications in like what he was saying. So if you do his example was Nikali stand fierce into roundhouse stomp or whatever. Normally it doesn't combo, but because of the the frames between his actual impact and then after the active frames, and then he'll do the stomp. But if you do a meaty, you can bypass that. So the hit stun is still the same. You still get the heavy hit stun, but you get like an extra frame for the stomp to hit or whatever. I don't know if it's that crazy. It's something though. I mean, because
mathematically, it sounds like the same thing to me. If a special in Street Fighter 4 cancels on the first frame of impact, you will still gain however many frames based on the fact that you get the same hit stun, but the recovery or whatever is less, and the move comes out quicker because you're meeting it. So you'll be able to get the benefit of more hit stun. Whereas in Street Fighter 5, if you're meeting, you're still cancelling and getting that cancel on the last frame, but your hit stun is starting later because you're meeting. So mathematically, it's going to end up being the same thing. So that you'll be able to do the same thing. It's basically the same process, but they've done it in a different way, which is kind of interesting but weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
It gets you to the same result, but they've kind of done it backwards. And there must be a reason for that. There must be a reason for why they want you to... I mean, okay, this could be a reason, and I'm not saying it definitely is, but going through my brain, this could be the reason. If a move always cancels at the end of its active frames, it gives you a couple extra frames to see that the normals come out and it's hit or blocked or whatever. And if you want to use your V reversal, it gives you a little bit extra time to use your V reversal or do something in between. Like if you can, going back to Nikali with stomps, if you're doing crouch and medium kick into medium stomp, which isn't a combo, I know, but people throw it out anyway just to try and catch you with a medium kick stomp. Okay. It will give you a couple of extra frames worth of time to react to the, like just to buffer a DP in that medium kick, so that when the stomp comes out, you can react and interrupt, or you can react and V reversal, and it just gives you a little bit extra time to respond. And I think that might be the case because they don't want you to be locked down. They want you to be using these tools that you've got. Like V reversal's there for a reason, right? They want you to use it. So
yeah, it could be. That could be the case. It might just make the game easier to balance too, if you think about it. I don't know. It's kind of it's really hard to wrap my head around.
I love the comment, but I haven't even thought about it.
Yeah. What else did we have in here? Crush counter cancels. So with Ken, this is kind of a deal. I don't know if this. I'm assuming this is the case for all counter hits, but there's a bigger cancel window on counter hit moves.
Bigger cancel window. Okay.
Yeah,
doesn't this lead to some option selects that I've been hearing about?
Yeah. So
like
you
late
can throw
canceling
out
or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. You can throw out Ken's standing fierce, and if it crush counters, there's a timing where you can do the run, the V skill cancel, or even a V trigger cancel, and it will only come out on crush counter.
So just always do it.
Yeah, you can literally do it without. It's like an OS. You can just do it, and it's this specific timing. If it's on crush counter, and it's actually useful for. It's useful for his roundhouse because his roundhouse you don't really want to run afterwards, but on crush counter when it pops them up, you do want to run, chase them, and do medium tatsu, blah 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 blah. So it's useful for that.
Yeah,
it's interesting that there's more cancelable frames on counter hit. Shady?
I think it's just the freeze effect. That's all it is. It just gives you more time. Yeah.
So
it's just crush counter. Yeah,
okay.
It's just a freezing effect, and then
that little that you get, the little explosion.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
That is a legit option select though. Those are pretty good.
Yeah.
Bison
I haven't found
doing
anything
off of
broken for it yet, but I'm trying.
Oh, that's pretty good though. The run cancel thing. That's.
I guess like if you had going back to that Nakali thing. So what is it? Is it Crouch Fierce into the roundhouse and it doesn't work on normal hit? But
Isn't it plus or something? Or no?
Well, if certain special moves will link off a normal, but only on crush counter, for example, or whatever, then I guess you could there as well. If it's, but that's crush counter, so you've got like extra time. So I don't know. Yeah. Maybe certain normals, maybe certain crush counter normals, like Nakali's far roundhouse leaves you like kind of far away on crush counter, so you can't really get a lot off of it. But I don't know. I'm just trying to think of. I'm trying to think of any applicable uses for the reason why this might be in the game. Like the ability to OS into a special move only on counter hit that would otherwise not combo. Not sure. I've seen some weird stuff as well. Someone put a video up, and apologies because I don't remember who it was. I saw it, but they had an OS for something only working on hit. So they were doing Ken's crouching light kick, standing light punch. On block, nothing came out. On hit, the fierce DP came out, and this was a recording. This wasn't someone doing it. This was actually a recording.
Wow.
And yeah, so I don't know if that exists as a system-wide mechanic, but I've definitely seen it. You can confirm it. It's not difficult to confirm it as a combo: crouch and short, standing light punch, and cancel the light punch into the DP. It's definitely reactable.
What's the use of this tech then?
Well, if there's certain things that might not be reactable on time, and if there's a timing where you can input a special move cancel,
okay, gotcha.
that only comes out on hit.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're getting single button confirms without actually confirming it. So if it's system wide, then that's kind of a big deal. You know?
Yeah, that's actually crazy if that's a thing. Like you just do like low forward super or whatever, and a block it doesn't come out.
It comes out and hit it does, yeah. Or even with like someone like Karine, throwing out crouching medium kick into the what's it called? Tenku?
Uppercut kicks.
Yeah.
The palm thing the up palm, yeah. But yeah, who knows? If that's system wide, then I'm sure people will definitely look into that because that's a big deal.
But more importantly, do you think people are actually going to say Karin or Karen?
I'm trying to train myself to use all of the announcer pronunciations.
Oh, you're an announcer though; it's a little bit different, man.
Yeah, so I'm trying to say Karine.
I'm gonna say Karen.
Why is she the only character that gets her surname as well? Like, why is that? She's Karin Kanzuki. She's the only one. I don't get Ken Masters.
Yeah, she's totally Japanese.
Why is that? It's kind of weird.
Hey, sorry. Just before I forget, is counter hit +1 or +2? What is it officially? Because I've been hearing both of the answers, and
it's I think it's really move specific, but generally it's +2.
+2.
But it could be like very specific for particular moves.
Like we said earlier, Ken's hard punch is only +1 on counter hit.
Yeah,
but
it could be anything.
There's not like lights are +1, mediums are +2, and heavies are +3 or anything like that. It's just generally +2 across the board, right? Unless it's an exception.
Yeah.
Is that normal within other games as well?
No, I don't think so.
That's weird. Okay.
I think in CVS2 wasn't like plus. It was per move, right? Per like lights were plus certain thing, and then mediums were more.
Well, that was the case in SF4 as well.
But I think in 5 it's generally +2, or it's very specific. Like they balanced it.
It's all minus for some reason.
All Bison stuff in V-Trigger needs to be minus on counter hit.
Of course, man. He disappears when he teleports. It's crazy. Nerf that guy.
He's got an invincible Screw that guy. Okay, so obviously if you had internet connection in the last week, you would have seen about Daigo Umehara facing off against rapper Lupe Fiasco in a 1-3 exhibition bout at the launch event with Mad Cats at the Foundry in San Francisco, and Daigo lost. So what do we think about this? Obviously, Daigo, I'd imagine. I would speculate, I have to use my journalistic terms, I would speculate that Daigo definitely came out a winner on that day as well.
As in, more people know who he is.
Yes. Yes.
And perhaps the game gets more exposure as well. And the community.
Yes.
Sounds like it all makes sense that it all... I mean, it can't be rigged or anything.
No. Whoa. Let's not get crazy. Conspiracy theory.
Listen.
I'm sorry. I take it back.
He's only been playing Street Fighter to an incredibly high level for 20 years. It's entirely possible that he could have forgot how to anti-air with a Dragon Punch.
It's also very possible that doing high damaging combos on the first try, and then when he whips uppercut, he does like stand short hurricane kick or something like that.
I saw him punish the DP with a fireball.
Yeah, I mean, these are all logical choices that a top player would have made. But I mean, maybe after all these years, Daigo felt the pressure. It was that moment where he just forgot the combo. Stand short fireball.
Cool, I'll tell you what was cool. Watching him try and get like full parry his wake up fierce DPs. I thought that was cool. It didn't work at any point. So that shows you Daigo's not actually an omnipotent deity. But it was kind of cool. Like I liked seeing him at least try that, and it was really funny seeing Lupe mess his wake up timings up and like get stand fierce cancelled into DP, and it completely ruined his timing for the parry. That was hilarious. I really enjoyed that.
So I mean,
I think everyone with a brain knows that was like stage managed.
Yeah, it's just publicity stuff.
Do you think that was good for the competitive community, not just Street Fighter as a game? Do you think that's good for the competitive community, seeing Daigo, who has put so much work and effort and achieved so much and been so dominating, lose to a rapper?
It's real. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man.
A rapper whose training consists of playing using only light kick, and then the next day playing only using medium kick. They are legit training themes that I saw him using to master his normals, I guess.
Don't show anger, Kim. Don't show anger.
I mean, it is what it is, right? It's like, whatever.
Thanks, Shady. Thanks for that opinion.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kim?
That is my opinion.
Are you sure you don't have any other Capcom things left in your house that they just gave to you to just express your true opinion? Because that's not what I heard when I talked to you privately. What did you say about the FGC? And why would the FGC do this type of thing?
What do you mean? I mean, it's obviously just publicity. I mean, it looks silly, like that doesn't look good for taking the competitive aspect seriously. Like, just our best legendary player just loses to some masher. It's like, all right,
yeah. So
that happened.
So the thing is,
that shit got 10 million views on WorldStar, by the way. 10 million views.
No, like the purpose of handling this project, it makes perfect sense, and I hope this attention that this event had sticks around for a while. I'm gonna suspect that it doesn't stick around for as long as people want it to stick around. I could have.
Well, people already forgot about it. I mean,
yeah. So it's like Daigo's not a joke, man. He's like, a lot of people look up to him in this community. Like, how are you just gonna throw out like your best player and make him look like a fool? I mean, like, I'm offended for Daigo. I'm sure Daigo's not even that offended. Like, to him, it's like, this makes sense, and I understand like the attention that it gave us, even the FGC community. It's a good thing, but to Daigo? Why? I mean, that's not even believable, you know.
I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you if it wasn't for that Daigo Evo parry video.
Yeah.
So, knowing that even more people than have seen that now know Daigo for losing to Lupe Fiasco is kind of...
It's a bit upsetting, is it not?
It's hard for me to swallow. It
Yeah,
a
of
sour
course.
taste in my mouth, you know?
Yeah.
I obviously, my day job is DJing. I DJ in the UK, quite successful within my genre of music. And I had loads of people hitting me up like, oh my God, did you see Lupe? Did you see the video of Lupe and that Street Fighter guy? Is he really that good? And it was just like,
Oh.
So for me, like the awareness, like people aren't going to be talking about it. Like they're already not talking about it anymore, but the awareness, like they're going to know about it. They're going to remember it. So when you speak to them about, I'm going to a Street Fighter tournament. Oh, like who won? Daigo. Oh, isn't that the guy that lost to the rapper? Like,
exactly, yeah.
Oh, how did you do that? You know what I mean? Like, because if you went to this tournament, like you play Street Fighter all the time, don't you, Logan? So you must be really good. Like, how did you do? Oh, I didn't even get out of pools. Right, you must be shit then, because
work on your rap career. You get better at Street Fighter.
Who won? Daigo. Daigo won. He's the guy that lost to the rapper, though. So, like, you know, perceptions. I don't think it. I mean, it's good. It's great for awareness. It's a tremendous PR stunt. It was done. You know, it's got like 10 million plus views on World Star Hip Hop to loads of people. Hopefully, it sold them a ton of games. Like I know over here, Street Fighter 5, you couldn't really find the disc copy in most game stores. They were sold out all over the place. Whether that was because they sold a ton or the stores didn't order many, I don't know. But they sold what they had. And I know the game's done quite well for Capcom already. So hopefully it continues, man. Like I can only hope it continues to grow off the back of this rather than that perception. But I think in general it's not a good thing. I think the Umi sacrifice, as people are calling it.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not
the best
something
thing to come out of it.
I think that's something that we shouldn't be repeating ever. I don't want to see that stuff happening like as a matter of course. You know, people being like people that work really hard to master their craft and are real professional athletes in this endeavor that we all put time into. I don't want to see them used as like jokes, to be honest with you. Not to be like a super downer and depressed about it or whatever, and I'm not at all. Like I can laugh and fun, and I can see the good that it's done as well, because like I said, I've had so many people talk to me about it that have nothing to do with Street Fighter at all. So it's obviously done a good job there in terms of PR, but it's not something I'd like to see repeated. I wouldn't like to see, like, you know, people thrown under the bus repeatedly just to get cheap views. I don't like that.
Yeah, Japan doesn't know who Lupe is.
Of course I don't. He's just a random Caucasian to them, right?
Mm-hmm. So, I'm only hoping that it had a good impact in other places in the world. So, yeah. Look at Shady's face. He's fucking disgusted. Look at his guy. It's like motherfucking.
Okay.
Someone asked me like a week before it happened. I didn't even know about the Lupe match. Like one of my friends was like, "Hey, did you hear about Daigo versus Lupe?" And I'm like, "Who's Lupe? Is that like a Fuerte player or something?" I just like straight up didn't know it was a rapper. Like, why would? And then they looked at me like I was crazy. Like, why would I assume a random rapper just playing Daigo in an exhibition?
Exactly. So, yeah, you know what I mean, like. The Lupe fiasco.
I mean, like I was thinking of like other ways they could have like done this without pretty much belittling the figurehead of our community. Like you know, just have like let's say like Kazunoko fucking he teaches like Taylor Swift how to play, and like Daigo teaches Lupe how to play, and then they battle it out or something like that. Yeah. Could have been way better.
Yeah. I think like rapper beats Street Fighter Legend is way more clickbaity than anything else.
I mean, you are right about that. Yes.
Yeah. What else has happened recently? Evo tickets went on sale. Anyone bought any? Anyone going to Evo? Are you going to Evo this year, Kim?
I missed last year. Yeah, the last year of Ultra, which kind of sucked, but it is what it is. But Street Fighter 5, like I like that this is a new game and you have no idea what's gonna happen at the biggest tournament. It's pretty refreshing, and that alone is probably gonna push me to go this year.
Well, they've had record sign-ups. The assigned seats sold out in like 15 minutes.
I'll just get top 8. It's all good. I'll be there anyway. So. Shit.
And
That's
you and
the
Henry
spirit.
said. And Shady will be there as well, of course. Are you allowed to actually enter tournaments, Shady? I don't know what your
I
contract
can, but I didn't even get to sign up. They sold out, right?
Have they sold out all the
You're
tournaments?
talking about the stadium, though, right? That's
Yeah,
Oh.
this is the arena shit, like for the tickets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're esports now. We're in the Mandalay Bay, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
UFC events happen there.
Exactly. We're there.
Is that where Aldo lost?
No, that was the MGM Grand.
Oh, that's where they usually have it.
Yeah, but Mandalay Bay. They have big boxing lineups on there as well. So
what is the price? It's like I remember 140. Just I'm sure that's like the.
It ended up being $120 for a ticket seated on the floor.
I mean, maybe to people that don't have jobs or something is a big deal, but whatever. It's expected, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
How about like nosebleed seats?
Like 80, I think. So it's not really like. To be honest with you, the big difference was was all of the convenience charges and the tax and stuff. So
what does that
like
mean?
And the booking
I have
fee.
no idea.
Well, it's just shit that the company, the ticket company adds on and the venue adds on and so like I think the prices were only like $40 and 85 or something like that. So
plus these other things. Okay.
Yeah, but then plus. So at the end of the day, if you're getting a seat anywhere seat, you may as well have stumped up and tried to get a floor seat. I know a lot of people didn't want to get floor seats because they couldn't guarantee who they'd be sitting next to.
Right.
And obviously, I'm a VIP, so I'm going to be sitting in the front row.
I'm with this guy. Jump in podcast, man. Let me in.
Yeah, you can carry my arcade stick for me.
Fuck it, I'll do it. Whatever.
Stick holder.
I got 9th. Let me carry joystick. Let me in.
Because top 8. I'm sure I won't be doing any commentary for top 8. I've got the wrong accent for it, but we'll be there. Hopefully, I'm planning. I've got my hotel. I've got my Evo tickets. I've got my floor seat tickets. Just need to get my my flights, and I'm there.
If you were to like go up to Wizard or to Canon and say like,
Wizards ignored me like 5 times. I asked him. I said, look, I'm happy to make a donation to the Evo Scholarship Fund of like $200 plus like whatever. You just tell me what the number is. I'll make a donation to the Evo Scholarship Fund. Give me that front row ticket. I want to be sitting there, at the front row, as I am every year for Street Fighter 4 finals. I want to be there in the front row, screaming my head off for SF5 finals as well.
That is on par with commentating at Capcom Cup, huh? Maybe even better for you.
What's that?
To commentate or to be in that position for Evo, because the Evo and Capcom Cup is like 2 different things. Like I imagine the Evo experience is not that I imagine. I know that it's more an authentic, most of the audience is there for fighting games.
I want to go there and enjoy it. That's what I was there for. Like CBT finals were pretty awesome, but like being in the main hall for Evo finals when there's 5,000 people losing their shit it's like a religious experience. If you've never been to Evo before and you love fighting games, then you only know half the story because that shit's crazy. You need to go there.
I can't tell you like how terrible it is watching Evo and not being there. Like it's like one of the few things that like I get really upset like when I'm watching it.
Do you mean watching Evo and not being there when you've already been there and you know what it's like?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Because I can imagine like ignorance is bliss and it's okay. You're at home and you're just watching it there and it's something that. But like when you know what it's like being there and you can hear the crowd losing their shit and you're at home in your house, like with your snacks and your drink. Feeling kind of sad about it.
I mean, it's all like a family, it's like a high school reunion or whatever, because everyone in the community. It's like it's the one experience where you actually can do that. Where everybody is there at the same location.
One of my favorite experiences ever was Evo. What would it have been? 3 years ago now, maybe, when loads of the UK guys went over. Like even like Zach was there, myself and F Word were there. Andreas, Problem X were there, Ryan Hart, loads of us went over all in a big group and we had the world of a time, man. We met everybody. and that's not just the Americans as well. Like, you know, the Asian players were great as well.
Mm.
That was so much fun. Meeting all these new people.
That was the year Luffy won, or not? Not maybe.
No, that was the year before. I think that was the year that.
CN? I don't know. Fucking.
That was the year that Justin made
won
the comeback.
Marvel.
Yeah. So who won? Probably Shen. I think it was Shen. Yeah.
Okay. Because I saw all those dudes the year that Luffy won. I think
Yes, it was Shen, because I had to leave early to go home because I had a DJ gig, and I remember watching him watching Infiltration against PR Rob. So that was the Shen year. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, you know, going up a bit of a tangent, but Evo's the fucking
go to Evo. That's the main.
Shady, are you going to Evo?
Yeah, I'm going. I don't know if I'm going to play, but I'm definitely going.
Just play, man. Just play Street Fighter 5 at least. Like, see where you stand. See if you rose up enough.
It's like fucking $10 to enter the tournament.
Like, are you shitting me? 10? No, it's not.
It's $20 for an entrance pass for the weekend,
and you have to buy a competitor pass and T-shirt pass or whatever.
That's it.
T-shirt pass.
It's $20 to get in to Evo for Friday and Saturday in the convention hall. $10 per tournament. Then if you want to get in for finals day, that's a separate matter. You've got to buy. That's ticketed, so it's a different. So yeah, it used to be like $50 to get into Evo for Friday, Saturday, Saturday.
Like 70, something crazy.
Yeah, now it's $20 plus 10 per tournament that you want to enter. So yeah, go. Do you know what? Even if you don't enter any tournaments or whatever, you got 0-2 in pools. Fuck that. Like, you'll find matches every day in the everyone's having sessions in the hotel rooms. Everyone's having sessions, you know, in the halls, casuals, in the corner. Even games that aren't on the lineup. Like, there's definitely going to be an SF4 tournament there, 100%. Like, people will set one up. So, you know, there'll be tons of, you know, there'll be people there smashing up Marvel 3 in hotel rooms, crack sessions, all kinds of crazy shit. So, it's a tremendous experience. Try and get down there. Give me $5, please, Mr. Wizard.
I think you just convinced me to go.
Good. I'll see you there, Kim.
Yeah.
We can do some recording. I'll bring a camera, do some recording at Evo. It'd be great. Great content.
And just that. Screw winning.
So let's talking about Evo and tournaments. Let's talk a little bit about the Capcom Pro Tour. Obviously, just before Street Fighter 5 came out, they announced all of the events, all the premier events, all the ranking events. They've changed the format around as well for regional points, global points. You know, you need a degree to understand it all. But now there's 11 premier events, I think it is.
We can look that up later. Or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, final round's the first one. That's happening real soon. We'll talk about that in a sec.
If you're going to sneak into the CPT tournament, do it now. I mean, this is the time.
Early. Yeah, definitely. You only need to really win like 2 or 3 ranking events and you're good. But yeah, Kanza ranking event, that's happening next weekend.
Let's update Shady so that he knows what's going on.
Final rounds in 2. Yeah, so basically how it's broken down is there's still the 32 players qualifying. There's 11 premier events that give you an automatic spot. I think Evo is one of those, but it might be not. Evo might be one on top, so that would make it 12. Then there's 4 regional finals where the highest ranking players on region points go to the tournament and will battle it out for guaranteed spots. They're they're what the last chance qualifiers were before. So rather than having like premier events around the world that people are just going to with the hope of winning, you've now got a regional event in each area. For North America,
Latin America.
Yeah, Latin America. There you go. Latin America, Asia, and Europe / Arab.
Oh, Asia / Oceania. Yes.
Okay. Cool. So there's 11 premier events which are spread out between them. Obviously, most of them are in America because America. And the regional events basically give you points. They give you ranking points for regional and global ranking points. So I think like the highest ranking people on global points, you get the same points, but regional points only apply in certain regions for the end of the year for the regional tournament.
So like my understanding, okay, let's use America for an example. Okay, let's
Yeah.
say let's say there is 12, whatever, 10 ranking battles, right?
Yeah.
The points that you get from, let's say I won like 2 ranking battles, those points still apply to the global points. If I recall, they still apply to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So,
So
I mean,
if you qualify based on your finishing on the global points roster, then get a spot.
and how many from the global ones are being chosen?
I don't know, but you can check out CapcomProTour.com and it has all the rules on there, so you can check it out.
Just Google Red Bull CBT 2016.
Yeah, Red Bull doing an amazing job of covering it as well.
Yeah.
So that shit's on there as well. But those points that you get that qualify you for the global rankings, if it's a ranking event or a premier event in a specific region, they also go to a certain region rankings as well.
And
now,
two
if you're a
people
player
make out of there.
No, what happens is the top ranking players in the regions go to a regional final, and then you can compete for that. That's what happens. You can, however, qualify for a regional final if you're not from that region. So if you're a traveling player, say Cien's a great example because he travels all over the goddamn place. If he gets enough points in Europe by coming and bodying our tournaments and accruing points for there, he's actually eligible to go to the regional final in Europe because he's got enough regional points in that area to go to the regional qualifier, which is at the end of the season. So you could actually see players that are not European, not American, not Latin American, not Asian / Oceania / Australian, mate, going to the regional finals in those areas and taking part and still qualifying through there. So it's really worthwhile traveling, and I think it probably favors sponsored players because traveling is just so good.
For sure.
Getting to as many events as possible is great. But that definitely pushes it more towards the esports avenue that they want it to go down, and professional teams and sponsorships and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, that's basically how it works. To my understanding, I apologise if I've got anything wrong.
No, I need to take a look at it again, but yeah.
Final round. Who do you think's going to win that?
LPN.
Yeah. So final round to Premier, right?
Yes.
Do you know any Asian players that go into final round?
No, I haven't really asked around. Not at all.
No. Okay. Do you think LPN is going to beat top Japanese players in this game first month?
I don't know, but I was actually kind of joking. But now that I really think about it, he has a good mindset. Like he doesn't stop how he plays, and that could. do you know what I'm talking about? You played LPN before, right? Like he's just like a wild guy, and he doesn't care if he. It seems like he doesn't care that if he loses, and I'm pretty sure he uses that to his advantage. And in this game, he has a lot of experience with the game, and I feel that he could really screw with a lot of people's. Even an experienced player, he can screw with their mind. Yeah. I mean, like he's not bad. He's not bad, you know. So maybe he.
Oh, I mean, he's proved that he's good.
Yeah.
Especially in Street Fighter 5, he's definitely shown that he's good. There's other people that have been playing around him that have had just as much time with the game, and he's beating them in tournaments as well. So it's not just an early access thing. He's definitely doing his thing in Street Fighter 5. Birdie's a very strong character. He's got an array of characters, though. We've seen him use a number of characters in tournament.
I mean, like one thing that I can say, one thing that I can express is that all these players that are being invited to the Red Bull Kumite.
Yeah.
Like they're like Street Fighter 4 players. Like
yeah.
I mean, just to be real, they're Street Fighter 4 players, and we have no idea how good they're at Street Fighter 5. So having said that, like I don't know who's gonna win final round. I don't even know who's good. It doesn't matter if. Yeah, I don't even know if Infiltration. Yeah, I know he's good, but I'm just saying that like just because he's got Street Fighter 4, like I can't say that he's gonna win final round. Like.
I would say if Momochi's going, I think he's gonna win, 100%.
Yeah, but like who are we to say that he really knows a lot about the game? I would say LPN knows more about the game than he does.
Does he know how to beat Birdie at a high level? Like, there's playing online on streams for 5 hours a day, but has he played a real high level Birdie? I know that LPN's definitely played a good Ken.
There is someone that has enlightened me on the fact that Birdie's frame traps are all possible to jump out of. Like, if Momochi, if you're watching this right now, thank you. I'll like give me 10% later on, because I mean if that's
true,
free
or jump out of and get reset.
I mean jump out of the situation and just bounce away or something like that. Like there's no. I mean there's a lot of those situations in these games though.
So what's that then? That means like there's always a
pre-jump frames. Pre-jump frames, yes, 3.
Frame gap.
Street Fighter 4 is 4. So like just jumping out is like a pretty valid reversal.
So wouldn't that mean that you can just press like a jab then?
Yeah.
You'd lose if you pressed a medium though, obviously, because of priority system.
I don't know. Do you want to take time just looking at his frame data real quick? I mean,
no, it's alright. It's cool.
But I mean, if that's true, then cool. Because I don't want grapplers being the best in the game. So hopefully it's true. Fuck grapplers. Zangief.
I think very much a lot of stuff that we're going to be seeing. Like I'm still kind of wary. Like taking it back to what we were talking about at the start of the whole episode. Back. I'm still kind of wary of when the game boils down to like its most competitive elements, and none of this cool flashy stuff works because there are holes in it, like you just said with Birdie's pressure, and we just see people just playing the driest style of efficient Street Fighter 5 play, which is literally, I'm only pressing buttons when I got frame advantage. I'm only doing this. I'm not going to take any risks. I'm not. Yeah, it's cool to see people make hard reads and it comes off, but like really, you're not going to see people going for desperation DPs when you'll get crush counter punished for it and what have you. So I think, if the game does descend into like a super efficient, lame, dry style, I'm kind of worried about that. But there's still definitely scope to explore and do crazy new stuff as well. So I'm excited, but tentative at the same time. Is that fair of me to say, or
what do you think?
I don't know. I think the game is designed where it's really difficult to play that dry and get away with it. Like you have to take risks, I think, just because pressure. Like you notice getting cornered, it's like an auto loss against someone really good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it feel that way? I feel that way. Like when I played Combo Fiend, if he cornered me, I just said like, all right, this game. Like it doesn't matter if I'm even winning in life. If I get cornered, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
So pressure, it's just really like defense is just difficult. I think. If you let someone bully you into the corner or anything like that, it's just like you're gonna want to take risks. I think. And the game kind of rewards you for taking risks in a lot of spots. I don't know. So even if there's a crush counter system for reversals, I think reversals are still really good in a game that revolves around frame traps.
I see the potential of it's like no matter what, I always believe that a defensive player is the best player no matter what game is being played. I truly feel that, and I feel even though this game caters towards offense, I still feel that like when you're at when you're an elite player, the very top, you will find a way to make it that defense is the best.
Well, looking at Infiltration playing with Nash, like we all thought that Nash sucked, right? After the first beta and they took away all his combos and they took away the cool V trigger thing, the combo extension, and everyone's like, this guy sucks, Nash sucks. When I saw Infiltration playing Nash and he was just a brick wall of
that's his
defense, zoning, you're not getting you're not getting past there. I'm not letting you get past there. You're not jumping me. You can't jump my sonic booms anyway. It's irrelevant. I'm building bar all the time, throwing them out so I can do the EX thingy, sonic scythe kick, flash kick, whatever the hell it's called. I need to learn the names if I'm going to commentate this thing. When I saw him playing like that, I was like, okay, I understand how this character's designed now. I understand what this character's meant to be. And I understand that you can play a defensive style. And the thing about this game is when you get certain characters in the corner, like Nash is a great example as well. You give him a bit of space, he's V-triggering out of there.
Yeah.
You hit him with a obvious block string, he's V-reversaling to the other side of you. And he's going to walk back the other side of the screen again. And you can't get people in hard knockdown situations and get guaranteed setup pressure on them either. Like there's the 3 wake up options normally.
Everyone's real slippery.
Yeah, so you're resetting that situation a lot of the time. And even on pressure, you're making hard reads. Like you said, reversals, DPs, whatever, they're a good choice because you're making hard reads with your pressure. But even like if you go for a meaty, if they do backflip and wake up and press a jab, you're getting like your meaty will whiff and they'll hit you in your recovery animation.
Sure,
and they're out, or they can throw you out of your whatever they're going to do because your meaty won't work. So there's options there, and I think kind of like, you know how Ultra kind of made it so that characters like Bison and those sort of footsie characters they're allowed to play footsies more because the game resets back to neutral more often. I think you're going to see a lot of that in the characters. I don't want to sound like a meme, but like fundamentals and footsies, all those skill sets are really, really important because it's not like I get a knockdown and then automatically you're in a situation where I can run my bullshit. Like I have to work hard in this game to put you in a situation where I can run my bullshit. And I have to work hard to beat you honestly in a lot of situations to get that pressure, to get that advantage. So like if you do get put in the corner, you've generally been hit twice if you're in the corner, right? Pretty much. Not many people can put you straight into the corner of one hit, unless I'm mistaken.
Yeah, at least 2, I would say.
Yeah, so you've got to get opened up, you know, and there's not a lot of... Opening people up isn't the easiest thing in this game. You haven't got, like, high-low mix-ups, really. Like, you haven't got great throw rate. There's no Kara throws, really, for most characters.
I think opening up just means jumping on them. I'm not joking. Jump
holding up forward until it works.
And then start gambling for free.
Gambling for free.
For free. Gambling for free. Kim, 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, I don't know. Like it seems like an honest game. Like it seems like you're winning. It seems like the better player will generally win in this game. I can't see people getting bullshitted out.
Yeah, at least for now, yes. Yeah, I mean, let's wait for some option selects. They are gonna come out, you know, and then the good players will be using them. So the good defensive players will be using them.
I'm not going to fool myself into thinking that the Capcom development team are able to foresee more than the internet hive mind is able to create. Like, I'd be foolish. Yeah. Like, I know that they've done a lot more than in 4. You know, I know that Washige's gone so into the frames to try and make sure that you're not doing anything that we don't want you to do. But the internet hive mind... It's all feeding in already. The tech's out there. The videos are coming in. People will find stuff that they might not have intended them to do. And like you said, the best players will utilize that to their advantage. And we'll see. It's interesting, man. It's like, who knows what's happening.
Didn't they make an announcement that they're going to make the balance changes at the end of the year for each year?
Yeah. I really like that as well. I think that's the best way. Have the full season. Let the game play out, and then make the changes. I don't know how that's going to work with whoever the last DLC character is, because it'll mean we'll only have like 3 months with them. But
isn't there like a list that's released, or am I just?
Is it in order now already? Is that already been released?
I don't know. I don't know where I read it though, but
I know some of them haven't been completely finished yet.
Like Yuri is last or something like that.
Probably. I'd imagine he's the one that's going to need the most work to be fun and feel like Urian and not be broken as fuck. So
good luck with that, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, end of the season does mean that one of the characters will only had 3 months with, and who knows. But yeah, I think that's a good way of doing it. I don't want to see them fucking around with it. Like the balance changes in NRS games really put a lot of people off playing that game competitively. Obviously, it's got a strong competitive scene, and there's people that love Mortal Kombat and they play that stuff religiously. But I know for a fact that put off a number of people that were trying out Mortal Kombat through those changes. So I think that's a good way of doing it. Don't know what you guys think.
So we're gonna be playing Alex in 2 weeks. In a week.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
And buying cool stuff in the shop and having lobbies that work, and all that stuff as well. When are they going to put out the Alex trailer? That should be soon, I guess.
It's just like hella shoes for
Yeah.
like 3 minutes.
Boots, Das Boots.
Can you say anything,
guys
Shady?
like Alex? I have no idea actually. I don't even know. What
Did you work on any of the DLC characters for the guy?
No, I wish I did.
They might hire you for that.
I mean, we're planned to, so we'll see. Wait, 2 weeks for Alex?
It comes out in
Yeah,
March, but I don't know what day in March.
Oh, okay.
At some point in March. So
It's like every month they're releasing a character except for June or something like that.
Okay.
And
You
then
guys
who's
like
next?
Alex, the character?
I love
Like,
Alex. I think he's cool as shit.
Really? He's
Yeah.
just a dude. He's just
So some
He
white
just-
dude
Yeah.
jumping on
Bro.
fools.
Hello.
There you go.
So yeah, I like Alex. I think Alex is cool. I look forward to seeing what they do with him. I'm really kind of excited to see how they transfer the characters into the game, because they might be like super different, like Dalsim and Zangief, with like loads of new tools and working crazy new ways, and Bison, you know, or like Cammy's basically Cammy, isn't she? Chun-Li's basically Chun-Li. They're not hugely different. So.
I hope Alex has a really slow walk speed and he's like a zombie because of Bison and like just everything's just like really bad with him, and I want to see what people say. This is a great start.
So that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do subscribe. As I said, we want to get to 500 subscribers before we can get our own custom YouTube channel URL to make it easy to find our stuff. Please share the videos as well. We really appreciate it when you guys share the videos, and also comment if you've got any questions, if you think we're talking a load of shit, if you agree with us, any of your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. Please just leave comments below, and you know, myself and Kim and Shady will get back to you about that, and you know, happily discuss it. If you've got any questions, we'll try and deal with them in future episodes as well. But that's it from us. Thank you very much.
Just something real quick. We started a SoundCloud account as well, so check us out on soundcloud.com/thejumpin. That's where we have our just the audio only podcasts. YouTube, SoundCloud for sure, and we're working on getting it on iTunes, but the process is a bit tedious. So try to get that up as soon as possible.
No worries. Thanks very much, Kim.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Shady. Always appreciate it when you can find the time for us.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one, I guess.
Positivity.
We love that enthusiasm.
I know.
That was the jump in. We'll see you real soon. Take care.
All right. Bye.